record anything yet this morning, but the sun is just rising, and it is offering its light. And I just thought that was really nice here. Let me see if I can get a view of it. No, I can't. Unfortunate. But the way I just drove past it, it was perfectly beaming from the back of my car. So yeah, I thought I'd get a video of that while I was on my way to the first one of the day, which we are looking forward to, because that's what kicks everything off. You know? First one of the day. And we are on our way there. We're about 20 minutes away. And there really is a beautiful sunrise. The homeowner is having a contractor come out there. But he's just going to mark up a bunch of stuff that he thinks I should look at. And he's not going to be there when I get there, so I get to do the inspection by myself, which is a plus, because then I don't have to have someone breathing down my neck. And for that I am thankful. For that I am glad. Yeah, the morning has just begun. I missed an upload day dig for the Grail. Brother Maynard, consult the Book of Armaments. Book of Armaments, chapter 21 and verse 3. I don't know the full passage that he reads, but it says something about, and the Lord did grin. No. Yeah. So that is super funny movie. There are just so many good moments in that movie. The Dark Knight, the Black Knight. None shall pass. I am Arthur, King of the Britons. Yeah. We are the knights that say me. 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 Or when there's a scene where I don't know if it's Sir Lancelot or not. He goes into this like monastery that's full of nuns, and they're like, he thinks that they're seeking to help him, that they were like, and we would delight in the spanking, and all of them are asking him to spank them, and he's like, I am a chaste virgin of the Knights of Camelot. I cannot do this. And then he's like about to fall into the temptation of that they are setting him to be entrapped in, and then another knight comes and rescues him. Man, that is such a good movie. Oh shoot. Traffic really just buckled up right there. I almost just rear-ended someone. Not. I am a responsible driver with a clean driving record. Any fortuitous event that has occurred to me while I have been driving has not been of my own accord. So let's just leave it at that. Yeah, that's it for this morning. I think it's enough of my ramblings, my half-awake ramblings for the day, wherein I do my impressions and talk about nonsense. So we'll just leave it there. All right, we are on to the third claim of the day. And so far, two exciting things have occurred. Two cool things. The last inspection that I went on, the homeowner had not an antenna, like an antenna stand or something like that, like a tower. He just told me, he's like, I use that to climb up on my roof, and I was like, huh. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have done it, but I did, in fact, end up climbing the antenna tower to get onto the roof, and it was pretty cool. I should have asked him to take a picture of it. I downloaded the app and I made an account with American Spirit Rewards. So now I got rewards. And they give away free pouches. They give away free, they call them butt pouches, so you don't litter when you are done with your cigarette. Man, when you are done with your cigarette. And I think that's pretty cool. Oh, I like this one. See, I still have like an almost full pack of the black ones, but I am too much of a P word, and they're too harsh for me. So I stay away from them. It's kind of like a last resort kind of thing. But these are more lighter, so I like them more. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that they have rewards for the for American Spirits, and you could get some for a couple $dollars off. You know, you could do all kinds of stuff. But I thought the coolest thing was the butt pouches. They just send you 4 for free, and I think they continue to keep getting them, which is cool. Oh yeah, these are nice. These are nice. You know, I'm the same with cigars, really. Like with cigars, if it is too dark of a blend, I will get nicotine sickness, and I don't like that. It's like, you know, you just feel like everything just feels wrong. This is nice. This is something you could enjoy. This is like, this blend is like you could smoke a whole pack and not even realize you smoked the whole pack. We're not there yet, okay? I'm not smoking a pack a day or anything like that. Trust me, I'm not that. And I'd like to think myself someone who knows a little bit about self-control. So yeah. So we don't get there. Yeah, it's actually a nice day. I think it's something like, it feels like it's in the 60s. But later today in the afternoon there are going to be thunderstorms. So we'll see how that goes. I don't really think it's going to reach Michigan, but if it does, there's nothing better than going to sleep with the thunderstorm, with the rain pattering on the side of RV or your house. It is therapeutic, and it allows you to sleep better. At least it does for me. I'm not trying to speak for everyone here. And yeah, I took some pictures while I was up on that guy's roof of the scenery, because he lived in like a really rural area, and so I think I'm going to make that the thumbnail of the video. Really, it was a beautiful view, and you had a beautiful backyard, really nice. So yeah, it was a good drive. Like my Google Maps crapped out on me while I was like 30 minutes away, so I had to use or my Apple Maps crapped out on me, so I had to use Google Maps. But But yeah, I like this. I like that I have like an outlet now to talk about certain things. And be able to, you know, just not be stuck by myself and think to myself. So that's a plus. Let me get all my thoughts and ideas out, and yeah, have it documented so that I can, if I want to, I could look back at it and be like, hey, this is you know, this is what I thought before. And maybe my opinions will change on certain topics. Maybe they won't. Not right about everything, so probably will change as they go along. But yeah, we are just cooling, having a blast. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for now. Got nothing really else going on. Those are the two things that have happened since I last checked in, and we're gonna just keep moving along, keep going. So I'll catch up with you guys later.
俺は白よの相撲かだお前の正義にかけて違う逃がしはしないぞ
Big shout out to anyone who got that reference in that last clip. I know it was kind of sudden, but I don't know. I thought of the idea and I was like, okay, I might need to do this. And I don't even watch this show, so you know, I don't know. I just needed to do it. I thought it was cool and funny, so it made me laugh. So that's why I did it. The comedic value for the gram. Do it for the bond. Yeah, we're headed out to the last claim of the day, which is 30 minutes away. So we are 30 minutes away. Yeah, last claim of the day. The day's gone pretty good. The last one, the second to last one that I just did, the tree, and I'm probably gonna make that the thumbnail, the tree stump, but the tree fell on the freaking backyard garage and destroyed the garage. Like, I was super surprised. And I had to keep apologizing to the lady because I was like, wow, this is awesome. Whoa, this is amazing. This is unbelievable. You know, just expressing my intrusive thoughts out loud. And she's like, no, it's okay. You know, you kind of just have to laugh at a situation that happens like that. Like, you could be sad for, 2 minutes. Then you kind of just laugh, Because what are you supposed to do about that? Nothing. It's if that's not an act of God, I don't know what is. And not in the sense that like, ooh, God made this happen, but like in the insurance sense, like it's something that is out of control or out of anyone's control. That tree fell on the freaking back of the house. So that was fun. That was pretty cool. I took some pictures for myself. I asked her if I could do that, and she said yes. And so we got that in the files now. Yeah, day has gone by swimming. We are cool. This one company that I ended up getting onboarded with these people, they reached reached out to me to see if I could do some work in Illinois, but they're looking for people to do daily claims in Illinois. And when I signed up for them, I was expecting to stay in Illinois and do work with them in Illinois. But no, I ended up moving to Florida about a month afterwards. And here we are. So they reached out to me. I was like, I'd gladly go. I would gladly, love the chance to work and keep working. But alas, they are looking for a person who's in it for the long haul. So I recommended a guy. I recommended a buddy of mine. But they gave me a call. They were like, where are you staying in Florida? If anything comes up there, we would be glad to give you work there. And I was like, I'm staying in St. Pete and I can travel anywhere in 100 miles radius. And I just said one caveat. Don't send me too far east or west because I will either end up in the ocean or the Gulf of America. And he liked that. He called me and he was just laughing. We had a nice conversation, but he was like, yeah, if anything comes up in Illinois, we will be sure to call you and have you come out to work there. And I was like, thank you. So yeah, that turned out to be good. They're going to get a reference from me of a good adjuster who would be able to help them out with whatever they need. And this guy is really good, like really, really good. He's been doing it for 10 years, over 10 years probably. And yeah, Mexican guy, Christian guy who, really good guy. He's a elder at his church, so yeah, that's good. Yeah, we are straight booling. We are booling in the streets right now. It's been so beautiful, the places that I've been to. I have nothing bad to say about Michigan since I've been here. Man. No complaints. Ain't no complaints. Just having a good time. Yeah, really enjoying my time here. Like I said, last one for the day. I got some revisions I need to make to some of my claims, so I'll knock those out first as soon as I get back to my camper. First I got to take a shower. First I got to do laundry and clean up all my towels because all my towels are dirty. And yeah, I got one more for tomorrow, if not two. And sorry, I just got a notification on my phone. If not two more, and if I don't hear anything by then I am out of here. But we have storms today, more storms, starting at 4 p.m. and that might turn into something. That might turn into something big. So that'd be pretty nice. Get a chance to put some more cash in the bank, grow my investment portfolio, buy some more Bitcoin, put all my money in Bitcoin, become a Bitcoin maxer. Look at that view. This is part of why I do it. Just sitting here, chilling on the roof. I get to see all this cool stuff. I get to show people some of the stuff I get to see. That's so nice. The day is done. We're all done with work for the day. And we are driving back home. It is starting to rain. I don't think Michigan is really going to get any bad weather. So there's that. mostly like West Ohio, Indiana, and Southeast, Middle East, Illinois. So we'll see how that turns out. We are headed back home, ready to type these all up for the day. I've actually got 3 I could probably do tomorrow. So 2 scheduled. 1 I still need to schedule because the homeowner is deciding if they want to continue with the claim or not. Yeah, then we'll pretty much be done. But I might end up having to stay into the weekend because if I don't hear anything by tomorrow, and there is like this is a good storm, and I don't hear anything by tomorrow, I'm probably gonna end up hearing something about it on Monday, and I don't want to be down in Florida by the time I hear about it because that would be kind of a useless move on my part. I really hope the rain isn't drowning out my voice at all. If not, I will use my speaking voice. Lesson 1, chapter 1. Your speaking voice. Lesson 1 is you have got to get loud. Lesson 2. I forgot lesson 2. That's enough of that. The joke cannot go on much longer. You know, I think sometimes when I'm smoking these cigarettes, I might try and pull that move that Tom did from Tom and Jerry when he was picking up that fine gal, that Puss in Boots, where he rolled up the cigarette and he smoked it all in one puff, and then he wrote a message to her with the smoke. Forgot what the message is. Oh, howdy. He said howdy. What a baller, dude. Tom knew how to lay it down, man. Both Tom and Jerry. Both knew how to lay it down. That was a good show to watch, man. See, there are a couple of good episodes. The 3 that come to mind, not the 1, the 3 that come to mind is the one where Jerry freezes the basement, the water in the basement, and they're like skating around. The other one is Mission Pussycat with the little mouse. I can't remember what song he was singing. But he was like singing a song in French, and then his uncle, and he kept taking Tom's whiskers to string up his guitar every time it broke, and he was like invincible, and that makes me think of. Oh my gosh, so many episodes come flooding back into my mind. The episode where Tom is treated as a baby. I had to get a papa. I had to get a papa. And then she feeds him the castor oil. Man, that's a good episode. What else? The one with Butch and his son. It's good. One where Tom sings for the cat woman, the Vixen. Wait, is today Thursday? Gotta get that beat ups. Gotta get that bow meetup sign while I was passing by, and I was like, if it's Thursday, you know, I'm gonna get some meetups. Yeah, definitely getting them meetups, bro. We got good claims today. Oh my. This phone, I think this phone has a vendetta against me because it actually cuts me off at the perfect times. Maybe I remember what I was going to talk about. Maybe I talked about it already, but the last house that I was on was this beautiful house, and you'll see the video of it. Looked like, I mean, the guy, I don't know if the guy like owned a part of Michigan or something like that. I mean, he owns a house and some land, so obviously he owns a part of Michigan. But dude, it is so beautiful. Like, he has a freaking pond in front of his house, bro. It's really nice. Really nice. And so, yeah, that one was a good one. We had a good time there. Some damage to the roof, some damage to the deck. I think the pool as well. Above ground pool, which I don't know if the pool is, what is it called? Part of the house or not, because it's an above ground pool, and I don't think it's attached to the house. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think it was attached to the house. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about that. That might be a personal property item that I do not have to worry about. Luckily. Yeah, beat ups. The day's done. Take a shower. You know, chillax for a bit. Other than that, this Michigan has treated me really well. I would definitely come back here. 10 out of 10. Yeah, 10 out of 10 experience. I remember last year I got a couple claims in Michigan. And then I realized I wasn't licensed in Michigan. And I was like, return these claims back. I do not want to get in trouble. I do not want to get in any trouble of the litigious nature. So I quickly got licensed because I told them that it was for a catastrophe reason. So they were able to expedite it. And they did, which I was thankful for. And for that reason, I am able to work Michigan now. I'm glad I'm able to. It's been a really good time. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to definitely plan on coming back here. I've really been thinking of considering buying a cabin up here or something, or up in Wisconsin, buying a cabin up there and just having a place to chill out, you know, up deep in the woods somewhere. Keep to myself for a bit. Have a retreat that I may go to. Are there bears in Michigan? I think there are bears in Wisconsin. I don't know about Michigan. Probably. Bears live like more up north. No, because there's bears in Tennessee. Which bear is best? False. Black bear. Well, there are basically two schools of thought. Wait, what are you doing? What's going on here? Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. It's not a joke. You know, when you think, you know, Dwight seems like this crazy guy who, like, everyone is, you know, freaked out by. When you think about it, dude, you know, sometimes he's got some bangers, dude. Dwight sometimes has some bangers. German priest who gave them the actual wedding vows. Oh my gosh. So funny. Or when he told Angela, the child we will be having will be a male. And she's like, I can't control that. And he's like, well, of course you can. The process is keeping the womb extremely cold for the first 8 months. And then for the last month, you keep the womb really warm. It's hilarious. I can't believe he had like a prostitution contract. She was asking him if they could have eye contact while they were making love. I think the last thing I recorded was cut off once more by the low storage space in my phone. So I freed up some space. Picked up my food. Already ate all the fries. Not ashamed of that. I haven't eaten all day, so we got some good beat-ups to feast upon. When we get back to the RV. And boy, we will feast. We will feast. I will jump down on that good food. There's nothing better than getting back home, after picking up some food, taking the socks off, and eating that nice warm food. Okay, dude, so I pull up to the beat-ups. They say it's going to be ready at 3:10. I pull up at like 3:07. I go in. Someone's walking out with their order, right? Think nothing about it. I walk in there, and they're like, pick up? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, for the bacon something? And I'm like, I ordered 20-piece wings with fries, with a small fry. And she was like, oh no, we gave that order to another Jacob. And I was like, and so kind of both stood there for a second or two with their mouths wide open. And she had to call the guy back, and he was like, yeah, I was picking up for my girlfriend, so I don't know what she ordered. And I just said yeah to the order, and I was like, well, you know, sometimes stuff like that happens. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna crash out over that. So she rugged me up again, and I, you know, paid for it, and I was able to go home. Well, not home yet, but I'm able to go home with my food in hand. I secured the bag. My other lighter came in, so I might record a video with that. Show it off just a little bit. Yeah, good day. You know, small bump in the road with that messed up food order, but nothing to, you know, crash out about. I'm not a Karen or a certain type of people group who gets angry at, you know, the smallest inconvenience. I'm not going to get loud. So I just sat there for, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe 8 more minutes, and I was able to finish the crossword and the, okay, I couldn't finish the crossword. There were some words on there like car stuff, and I don't know car stuff. I was able to do the Wordle. I got it in 3 tries. Suck it, Philip and Daniel. I bet Daniel's not even gonna get it in. I bet he's gonna get it in 5 tries. Philip got it in 4. So I'm happy, you know. I'm happy that I've got the least amount of tries thus far. But that boy Daniel, he's used to pulling some tricky stuff, dude. He does some crazy stuff. Like, we'll be playing Settlers of Catan, and he does this thing where he's like Wanda, I think Wanda Maximoff or whatever her name is, from Avengers Age of Ultron, when she is getting into everyone's head. That's what he does to people. He gets in their head and he like he manipulates their bodies to do things that fall into his favor. And he does it against me. He doesn't get into my mind. I'm like Hawkeye, who does the to her and tries to quell or dispel the trance that is put on those people who are put under his spell, but it doesn't work because he's got this, like, you know, convincing tone to him where he sounds like he is he's harmless and he means good, but really he's playing for his own gain. People don't get that because they fall into his, you know, deceptive tricks. But you can't win them all. You really can't. So I'm not gonna complain. I do that enough in front of him. I'm not gonna complain any longer. Yeah, we're gonna be pulling up here in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to get my lighter and then I might do a quick showcase, and that might be all for today. You might just chill out for the rest of the day. It might end up becoming my favorite lighter because I like how those Zippo lighters go, you know, when you open them. The clink clank. So we'll see how that turns out. You know, it's one of those things that like catches people's attention at a party or like a get together or something. You hear the clink clank of a lighter and everyone snaps their necks, you know. That's hot. Food is still hot. It's gonna be hot in my belly. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. All right, we are back in the park, and let's take a look at this thing. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. Congratulations on your purchase of this quality Zippo product. For great tips and hints on the care of your new lighter, visit zippo.com/care. Wow, look at that. Okay, I gotta take this off. Ooh. All right, let's see this thing. Zippo $37.95. I'm gonna take that off. Let's take that off. Okay, now how do I fill this thing up? That's the real question. Does it already? No, it doesn't. How do I? How do I fill this thing up? We're gonna need a cut. Okay, I figured it out. We're gonna get this thing filled up. Do we need to unscrew anything? Ooh. Okay. So, gotta get the lighter fluid. Open that up. Ooh. Lift up the cotton pad and start filling it up. Fill it up, baby. Fill it up. That ought to be enough, right? I hope so. Okay. All right. So, look at that. Oh yeah. Let's see. Okay, might need more lighter fluid. Oh. Ow. Ow. Might need a little bit more lighter fluid. Lift. Let's do that. Let's fill it up nice and good. Alright. I think that should be fun. My wipers are making a noise that sounds like a cop car, so that's why I keep looking up. Alright, so. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Woo. Let's do a quick test run real quick. Let's do a quick test run. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Quick test run. See how it goes down. That's nice. That is nice. Oh yeah. I do indeed like that. That is nice. Nice light. We'll leave it at that.